Hello, my name is Jerry Pizzette, and I'm Program Manager of Database Systems Corp Call Reassurance program known as CARE.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this tutorial regarding eCARE-Individual, an important service ensuring the well-being of our most vulnerable citizens.
In this short video, you'll learn how to set up an eCARE-Individual account, fund the account, and finally administrate and monitor the account as well. This tutorial also assumes you have reviewed the information found at any of the following links. And you are therefore familiar with how the service works in general, regardless of the delivery method.
Simply stated, CARE was designed to contact individuals who typically live alone, such as seniors, or those who are homebound, or others needing reminders to perform frequent actions, such as taking regular medications, and much more. In short, the contact to citizens is made by telephone to ensure their well-being or to remind them to perform certain actions. These calls are typically made daily, but citizens can be called per their own individual schedule and frequency. Let's now see how CARE generally works. The eCARE program works by calling subscribers daily to query their response for either a request for help or to indicate they are okay for today. The same subscriber has the option of calling into the CARE system to indicate they are okay for today, which also cancels any additional calls scheduled for that same day. By the way, multiple calls per day are supported, and each message heard by the subscriber may be personalized, or for that matter heard in any language. If the subscriber requests help, or has not responded to 4 CARE calls over a 1-hour period, and has not called in, then up to 2 contacts are then notified by phone, email, and/or text. These alerted contacts, as well as all subscribers, can be located in any of the 8 time zones now displayed. However, in all cases, the alerted contacts must know how to ensure the well-being of their loved one. Please note 911 may not be an alerted contact. In summary, the eCARE service is simple in concept, but powerful in delivery and value. Is there any doubt?
Although our sign-up process is easy, if for any reason you are unable to complete it, call 602-265-5968, extension 225, and leave your contact information. I'll ensure you or your loved one is signed up quickly.
To create an eCARE-Individual account, you'll need to have access to the internet along with familiarization of any modern browser. These browsers include no less than Chrome, Safari, Internet Explorer, Firefox, to name only a few.
You'll also need to have access to one of our web pages relevant to our CARE services. Here's 2 possible web pages, callingcare.com and callreassurance.com. Note at the top of these pages there are 2 links that indicate individual sign-up and register group.
You'll want to choose individual sign-up to create an eCARE-Individual account. Please note that after your account has been created, the next time you click Individual Sign-Up or Login, you'll get a sign-in screen instead.
Okay, let's now get what's required to create the new account. I'll call my new citizen Jimmy Bean using the email shown and finally entering a password. We now click the Continue button. At this point, you'll be presented with a Terms of Use agreement that you must accept before the system will let you proceed. However, even if accepted, these terms and conditions do not actually become effective until the account has been funded. And if by chance you elect to leave the account setup process before it's totally complete, your login criteria is nonetheless still valid for up to 1 year. At this point, you are presented the control screen, which is where most of the account administration takes place for each individual citizen. Here's a closer look at this very important screen and what functions are available. The first thing we notice is a question mark to the left of the bullet items. If you now take your cursor and hover over any of them, additional information about this function should appear. The next thing we notice is that many items are underlined in blue, which are simply links to other screens to help complete this particular function. Let's click a few and see what we get. It's a list of the most asked questions from our subscribers, or simply known as FAQs. We now return to the control screen by clicking Finish. This screen should start to look familiar. Okay, let's now enter the basic information needed for this citizen. I'll start with the phone number to monitor by clicking Set Phone Number link. And after filling it in with the citizen's phone number to monitor, it might appear as follows. This phone number can be a regular phone, cell phone, smartphone, or similar device that has a 10-digit number associated with it. We then do the same for set time zones and call times. For example's sake, I'll assume our new citizen lives in New York, which is located in the Eastern Time Zone and also observes daylight saving time. After setting those two parameters, the screen would now appear as follows. Next, we'll set the citizens' call schedules. These are the days and times that citizens can expect to receive care calls. Let's simply click and select the appropriate choices, and here are those choices. After we make our selection, we simply click Save Changes, which, besides saving the information, also returns us to the control screen. Now from this screen, we'll set our notification procedure by clicking Set New Contacts. For example's sake, let's just use one responder, the primary responder. After entering the information, it might appear like this. We then click Save Changes to save the data and return to the control screen. Let's now look at more functions available from the Citizens Control screen. First, note there's an ability to add more calls per day by clicking the link now shown.
And although extra calls are shown as medication calls, they are in fact for any purpose since the account administrator can personalize any of the 4 elements subscribers hear. And by the way, to see any call's current schedule, simply hover your cursor over its set time. I'll now continue as if no extra calls were added.
Then there's the ability to personalize any of the 4 elements that comprise the typical care message. These 4 elements are known as greeting, menu, the OK response, and the not OK response. To change any one of these elements, click Record New Audio Link, and the following screen will appear. You then call the toll-free number shown and enter the recording number when requested. At that point, you'll be guided through our interactive voice response systems to record, change, and/or verify the appropriate elements for this citizen. It should be noted that the information displayed expires in 24 hours. Here's what our default elements sound like.
Hi, this is your daily checkup call. If everything is okay, press 1. If you need help, press 3. Thank you. Goodbye. Because you need help, someone will be called right away. If this is a serious emergency, hang up and dial 911. Goodbye.
If no changes are made to messages for any specific citizens, then citizens will hear CARE's default messages.
Let's now review another option available to the administrators of this account, and that's the ability to set certain days the service should be set inactive. Next is the optional feature known as I am OK, which is always available to the citizens, or they may simply ignore it. I am OK also happens to be our recommended way to implement call reassurance in general.
In this protocol, the subscriber will typically call in every day to indicate they are okay for today.
If by chance the citizen forgets to call in, the CARE system remembers to call using the citizen's regular calling schedule. A typical way to implement the scenario is to place the toll-free number in the citizen's speed dial and set their scheduled call time several hours after they wake up in the morning. In this manner, they have several hours after they rise to call in before they would receive their regularly scheduled calls. It should be noted that if a citizen receives multiple CARE calls per day, all the calls scheduled after the citizen calls in will be canceled for that day. Let's now move to the preferred account contact. This information is used in case it becomes necessary for our customer service to contact someone about this citizen's account. Well, now is a good time to view the kinds of data and functions that become available after the citizen's funding. The first thing we notice is the green text of the account status that indicate monitoring for this citizen is turned on. If you click this link, it will change to red and indicate monitoring is turned off. It's just that easy to temporarily turn the service on and off for any citizen. It's now time to take a peek at the Citizen's Event Log. This is a location that documents everything relevant to each citizen's account. You'll find such things as when the system called the citizen, or if and when the citizen called in to indicate their well-being, or perhaps when their account was last updated by any system administrator. Virtually everything that's important to ensure the well-being of each citizen is found here. Let's just randomly check a few citizens' event logs found in their private web portals. You display these event logs by clicking View Recent Calls. Here's an example of a citizen who typically waits for their scheduled daily 8 a.m. CARE call to indicate their well-being. However, it seems on June 22nd, 4 attempts to reach this citizen over a 1-hour period yielded only voicemails. At this point, CARE contacted his primary responder, who acknowledged that call. This next example shows a citizen who predominantly uses CARE's I am OK feature to indicate their daily well-being. On May 15th, this citizen forgot to call in, but received her regularly scheduled 9 a.m. call where she responded all was okay for today. This example is of a citizen who receives 3 CARE calls per day. These calls are probably for medication reminders, whereby each message this citizen received had been modified with special instructions. Finally, here's the worst-case scenario for any citizen using our CARE service. In summary, if the citizen has not called in, nor responded to 4 CARE calls over a 1-hour period, then CARE alternates calling 2 different alert phone numbers, placing up to 10 calls over the course of an hour. Note only voicemails were reached for the phone number to monitor, as well as both alert contacts. Emails would have also been sent, provided that information had been entered when configuring the notification procedures. The alert condition can be reset by either the administrator or the citizen by simply calling into the system using our I am OK feature. The CARE administrator can also go to the citizen's web portal profile and reset the alert condition as well. If neither of these things are done, the CARE system treats the next day as a fresh start, and therefore will continue to make calls. When it's time to fund your account, simply click here to activate the account. You'll then be presented with the various pricing based on CARE's subscription duration. A summary description of this monetary transaction is then displayed for your verification. You'll then need to enter your credit card information.
Database Systems is headquartered in Phoenix, Arizona, and has been in business since 1978. DSC also carries an A+ Better Business Bureau rating and has been accredited since 2012. In summary, our company has developed systems and provided call processing technologies across all major industry categories since 1978. From churches, major corporations, governments, communities, schools, to small business operations, our products help improve the productivity of individuals and organizations. We developed CARE over 15 years ago and have been providing the CARE functionality ever since.
Please know our CARE functionality can be delivered via 2 different computer systems or 3 possible internet options.
This tutorial demonstrated the internet portal designed for individuals.
Well, there you have it. Virtually everything you need to know to create an eCARE-Individual account. If you have any questions or comments, please contact us accordingly. We are just a phone call or email away. Thank you for watching.